Alright guys, I'm back from KFC. So I guess we could continue our journey, I guess. I don't know if I want to stay in Lake Geneva or if I want to go back somewhere else, or we'll just play it by ear, I guess. I think I'm gonna actually head back, but I'm gonna take a long way back, so we'll get some footage of Burlington and see how that town's doing after their flood. They had so much water, I guess they had like a river going down their streets, so be interesting to see what it looks like now a couple days after. My microphone muff or whatever the hell they call it fell off, so now I gotta go buy a new one. I'll have to hit up Amazon and see how hard it is to find one for this thing. Hopefully I can find one somewhere. I'll probably buy a bunch of them in case that ever happens again. So I hope the wind noise isn't too bad. I guess I'll find out when I get home. It's finally clearing up outside, so that's really nice. No, I'd say my cup holder works really well. I don't think it'd work for the big, large cups, but it works good for the medium cups that they have. At KFC, anyway. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Seems like it's sturdy enough, I hope. I'll let you know later. Scooters, woo! Be fun to have somebody to ride with, that's for sure. My friend was supposed to be buying a motorcycle, but he's having problems with his house he just bought, and he's got to fix that, so looks like I'll be riding alone for quite a bit longer, probably. Should just buy a scooter. Damn it. Save himself some money. Buy a scooter. Do what I did. Soup it up. Man, these things are a blast. I have so much fun on this thing. No shifting. Just turn the throttle and go. Can you imagine if they made like a sport bike like that? Like a leader bike or something? Oh my god, that'd be insane. All you do is twist the throttle and go. Holy crap, I'm almost interested to see how I'd almost be interested to see somebody do that. That would be really cool. Even if they built a cruiser like my bike, you know, with an automatic like that, that'd be really nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, shifting's fun, but when you live in small towns like this where you gotta stop and go and stop and go and stop and go, shifting kind of gets old. And I'll bet if they made automatic bikes like that, I bet you there would be a whole lot more riders. I mean, I know Honda made the Honda-matic, whatever. My friend had that at one time, I guess. I never got to try it out or anything. I probably could have if I asked, but I never did. But yeah, he ended up selling it, and now I think he wishes he kept it. But, you know, you never know what the future holds, so... You know, because he bought his bike and I ended up getting rid of my bikes I had. But now I think I'm going to keep my bikes. I don't plan on getting rid of anything, to tell you the truth. I mean, if I was to get rid of my motorcycle, I'd probably go get another one. That would be the only way I'd get rid of it, is probably to buy another motorcycle. Yeah, I noticed one thing about these scooters is, I think because they're carbureted, whenever you hit like speed bumps or bumps in the road or whatever, especially like when you're coming to a stop, it seems like it makes it want. Sometimes it seems like it makes the scooter want to stall out. So I'm assuming something's going on in the carburetor, whatever, you know, to make it not, you know, it makes it want to stall out when you hit the bumps. I used to work with that lady, but she obviously doesn't recognize me with the helmet and all the other stuff on. Yeah, I need to get a new spring for my center stand. I lost my original spring, and then I put this spring on, and then the center stand, I don't know what you would call it, not a bolt, but the pin, whatever, that's held in by the damn it, that cotter pin started to fall off. So then when that happened, that messed up the spring, the new spring I bought. So now I gotta go run back to Menards or Home Depot or something and get another spring, at least until I can order the spring that's supposed to be on there. Oh, that's cool, that bike. The color looks pretty nice. I thought those were lights. I thought they were blue lights, but the motorcycle's just a really nice, bright blue. Boy, I sure hope this lid doesn't go flying off my soda and spill all over on me. That'll suck. That's something I didn't think about. I don't know if any of the roads down this way are closed. I sure hope not, because I kind of want to get home today. Woohoo, we're cooking now, going downhill. Oh yeah, we're buried. Speedometer is buried. Woo! Kind of funny, when I ride my car, I hardly even notice the motorcyclers out, and then when I ride this thing, I see it seems like I see hundreds of them a day. Kind of funny how that works. I guess motorcycles are kind of invisible when you're in a car. I guess it's kind of like when you buy a car and you swear you hardly ever see them, and then once you buy it, it seems like everybody and their brother has one. That was like when I bought my Mini Cooper. I was like, wow, you hardly see those around here. And then once I got it, I started seeing them all over the place. My Mini Cooper is not a turbo one. It's just a stock one. No turbo, just the base, I guess they would call it. Unfortunately, has the automatic transmission that really sucks. And they're known to go out, so I'm kind of hoping it doesn't. Because if it does, that'll be the end of that car, because I'm not spending no $4,000 on a transmission. But it seems to be working good now. The only thing I did change on it was the exhaust. The original exhaust was rusting out, so I bought it's called Megan Racing exhaust. It's stainless steel, and it's made for the base model Mini Coopers, so it gives it a little bit more, a little bit louder sound, whatever. But it's nice because it's stainless steel, and I'll never have to replace it again, in my lifetime anyway. So I figured, why not spend $300 or whatever it was for something that's going to last forever. It's a fun little car to drive around, though, I'll tell you that. It really is. I'll tell you, it's nice to see the sun again. I'm so sick and tired of it always being dark. I work second shift, so it's like I could go home, it's dark, and then I wake up and I see the sun for a little bit, because I wake up pretty late sometimes, where it's almost, it gives me like 2 or 3 hours before I go to work again. So it's like it seems like all I ever see is it dark outside or cloudy and shitty out, and it's nice to see the sun out every once in a while. I need to get a different helmet, I think, because this one's got I got like almost a side mount set up on here almost, because I can't mount it on the chin on here very well because the curve on the helmet. So I need to get a helmet with a little bit more flatter front, so I can put my camera like right front and center, and I don't get that goofy angle where my camera's always tilted. I straighten it out when I'm at home, and it seems like whenever I get back on my bike again, it's crooked again. So you guys kind of noticed that, I'm sure, but it's not that I'm not trying to make it straight. It's like I do straighten it out, but some odd reason it keeps moving back to this position. So I think I need to get a different helmet just for when I make my videos. It's kind of funny having this camera on, though. Sometimes people look at you like, what the fuck? What's he doing? What's he recording? Supposed to maybe go see the new Spider-Man movie today. I'm kind of hoping I do go see it. I watched it on my Amazon Fire Stick. I got one of those hacked Amazon Fire Sticks, but it was a crappy, somebody recorded it with the camera in the movie theater, and it was crappy looking, you know, and you could tell it was a really good movie, and I would like to see it in the theaters. I would rather spend the money to see it in the theaters, high quality, you know. I don't mind spending money when the movie is good, but sometimes a lot of the movies they put out there, they show every single good part in the previews, and then when you get to the movies, you know, there's nothing. You already seen the best parts, you know, and it's like a waste of money to even go see the movie. But that movie right there, it looked good enough for I won't mind spending the money to go see it. It seems like all the good movies all came out at once, you know. There's Wonder Woman, the Transformers, you know, Spider-Man. I don't know what else is coming out this year, but man, it seems like they all come out at one time. I know by me, well, it's not really by me, but in Round Lake, they have a movie theater where on Tuesdays it's $5 for any movie. And I think that would be cool. Take a day off of work or something, just go watch like every movie you want to see that's out at that time, you know. Like it'd be cool to sit there and watch like 3 movies in a row or something, especially if you have like a rainy day or something. When I used to have my house, I had like a movie theater in my basement, but it was nothing. You know, it didn't cost me a lot because I bought everything on eBay. You know, I bought the screen material on eBay. I bought the projector on eBay. So I'll bet my whole movie theater in the basement probably cost me about probably at the max like. I don't want to say $300. I would say under $300 it cost me. You know, the screen. I bought the screen material, built a frame out of I think it was 2x2s or probably 2x2s. I think it was. I built a frame out of, and 2x4s, and you know, I just wrapped the screen material around the frame, and that was awesome, you know. I mean, I wish my mobile home had room for something like that, but man, it was nice. You know what? The first time I set that movie up, the screen was 120 inches, you know, I guess it would be diagonally. Yeah, diagonally. And it reached all the way up to the ceiling, to the floor in my basement. And it was cool because when I first turned it on, there was a scene where somebody was skydiving or something. And I swear to God, it felt like the whole room was moving. I actually freaked out and like grabbed onto the chair, and then I, you know, of course you realize, duh, you know, it was just a movie making it feel that way. But yeah, it was funny. It was kind of funny at first, you know, and it was a 1080p or I projector, and I always get them mixed up. I can't remember what's what, but the quality was really good. I believe it was like an InFocus LP 120, I think it was. So if you ever see one of those on eBay and it's cheap, buy it. I highly recommend that projector. The quality is outstanding, and it's, you know, you can get used refurbished bulbs or whatever the hell they call them, you know, for a decent price, if I remember right. Because I think the original bulbs are like $300 a piece or something. But you could get like the remanufactured bulbs or whatever for a whole lot less. But yeah, I mean, if you have a family who could enjoy it, you know, it was just me and my girlfriend at the time. But I mean, if you have kids or something, you can make like a family movie night, and that would just be so awesome. You know, that's one thing I regret. You know, I'm getting older now, and probably a little too late for me to start a family now, even if I did meet somebody. So it's something I missed out on in my life. So I mean, if you have a family, enjoy it. There's those, you know, there's people like me who wish I would have had a family like that, and I never did. So it's like you know, I had my lifted truck and all that stuff, but the whole reason why I think I got rid of it is it was just me who was enjoying it, you know, and that really sucks. It's not fun having things on your own, you know, like that. Oh, that was actually fast. We're in Burlington already, and that was pretty damn fast. I'm kind of surprised. Holy crap. My ride is going to be cut shorter than I think I want it to be. My friend did ask me to meet him up in Zion, though. I mean, I guess I could make another trip out to Zion, but I don't know. I really don't know if I want to go that far. That's probably like, I don't know, that's quite a ways away yet from here. By the time I got out there, he'd probably be headed back home. So funny. Sometimes I forget to wave, you know. I mean, a lot of times you know, I'll wave and people don't wave back because I'm on a scooter. So it's kind of like hit or miss. And you feel really stupid when you wave and nobody waves back. Quick stop there. Whew. Well, from as far as I could tell, this town seems to be getting back to normal again, so... Hard to say, though. Coming up over by the dam over here in Burlington, and this is where the big problem was, I guess, but it looks like it must be open because people are going this way again. And from my understanding, this was closed because it was all underwater. Yeah, town seems to be back to normal again. You can see the dam right there. It looks like they got it open, letting some water out. Ugh, that was a big bump. It made me hit the horn. Oops. got a bunch of sandbags over there. Probably were letting people take them for, you know, trying to save their houses or whatever. I'm not headed home yet. I headed off another way just for the hell of it. Just kind of wanted to check things out over here. Everything seems to be back to normal again, thank God. I'm going to take home a way how I would normally get home from here and see if the roads are blocked off, so that way I know if I can get out here, you know, driving the normal way. It really sucks. This used to be a Kmart right here. It's like all the Kmarts disappeared. I think there's one left open, I think, in Racine, Wisconsin, but I'm not even 100% sure on that anymore. Whoa. This road feels like when you're turning, it feels like your wheels are sliding. Let's go jump on the bike trails. That'd be fun. Probably would get in a whole heap of trouble though. Don't know. I'll try it someday though, I think. Well, let's go see what this dealership has on their budget lot. Let's see what they consider budget here. Budget probably means like under $10,000 or $10,000 maybe, I don't know. Their idea of budget and my idea of budget's probably a little bit different. Alright, $3,000 for a Ford Focus. Oh boy. That's a summer special. Huh. No price on the PT Cruiser. Or this one. I never get why dealers do that. They never fucking put prices on their cars. That's like so annoying. It's like, I almost feel like they wait to see how much money the people have when they walk in, and then, you know, if they look like they have a lot of money, they're gonna raise the fucking price of it up. So usually if a dealer doesn't have prices marked on their cars, I won't go to that dealership. There's a dealership by us called Ray Chevrolet, man. Those fucking guys, I swear to God, they're a bunch of scammers. They were trying to sell me a frickin' Cobalt, you know, total piece of shit. I kept asking what the fucking price was. He's like, oh, just test drive it, blah, blah, blah. I test drove it. The thing had dents all over the place on it and scratches and shit like that. And then I get done test driving it and all that. You know, the brakes were messed up on it, and the car just looked like hell. And I don't know. You know, and then finally I go to sign the paperwork, and they want like 12 or 13,000 for it, and I'm like, for this piece of shit. You know, I mean, the car was pretty beat up, and when I was taking it for a test drive, my sister was with me, and I had her open up the glove box, and it had paperwork in it because the car was the car was an Enterprise rent-a-car or whatever. So it's like, yeah, well, the car was probably beat to shit by the people who test drove, you know, who drove it around and used it, whatever. It's like, fuck that. That dealership, that's what they sell. They sell like all the enterprise cars and stuff. And then they want like top dollar for them. And you know, my PT Cruiser at the time, the timing belt broke, and I wasn't gonna fix it. But then after I realized how bad I was gonna get ripped off by a dealer buying the car, I was like, fuck that. I'll spend if I have to spend $1,000 to fix it, it's a lot better than spending $12,000 for a car that's even worse shape than my car is. You know, the PT Cruiser at the time was in really good shape. You know, still. It didn't have, you know, it didn't have the rust holes it has in it now that are starting. But still, I think even now, if the thing, you know, if I had timing belt broke or something, I would probably still rather fix it than buy a new car that, you know, is beat to crap like that for $12,000. You know, that Ford Focus that we just seen at the other dealership over there, if that was sitting on the Rail Chevrolet's parking lot right now, that car would probably be $9 grand. I could almost guarantee it. That's how crooked that fucking dealership is. Ray Chevrolet and Raymond Chevrolet. Raymond Chevrolet's in Fox Lake. Ray Chevrolet's in Antioch. I'd stay away from those crooks. Definitely. I mean, it might not be bad if you're buying a brand new car, you know, maybe you can get a deal from that place, but buying used, they're too frickin' shady. No way. And it seems that way at all dealerships now. I test drove a Kia Soul, you know, I wanted to get one of those, and they had a stick shift one. I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet, you know, I'll buy a stick shift one, you know, and because I'm a fan of stick shift cars and stuff like that. I like it, but so I went to test drive it and stuff like that, and I drove it, and it ran okay, it looked okay and all that. But then you know, the car had one of those fart can mufflers on it that some kid put on or something, and I was like, I'll bet you, because it's got a fart can muffler the kid beat on it. So I decided I was going to check the oil and all that, and I did, and the oil had water in it, so the head gasket was obviously blown. I mean, it was like a milkshake, you know. So I didn't buy that car, and I pulled the dipstick out and I showed it to the guy at the dealership. I said, yeah, there's no way in hell I'm buying this car. And he seemed a little upset, but you know what, I'm not going to fall for their rip-off scams, you know. I mean, it seems like they're always trying to take advantage of you, you know. I'm not going to spend $10,000 on a car with a blown head gasket. I mean, really? And if I would have bought it, they would have said I beat on it and blew it up. So I'm glad I caught it. And that's one thing I think everybody should do, is when you buy a car, definitely check the oil first thing, because that will tell you a lot. You know, I mean, if you can see it's like all foamy looking and, you know, like a brownish, whitish, creamy color, you know there's water in there. So stay away. I do know, though, that the Toyota, I'm trying to remember the name of it, the Toyota, what's the name of that thing? Crap, can't remember the name of it, but there's a, if I remember the name, I'll tell you guys, but there is a Toyota. It's not the truck, it's the one that looks, people call them a turtle, I can't remember what they're called. FJ Cruiser, I believe. Yeah, it's the FJ Cruiser. Those, for some reason, they actually do get moisture in the oil. Even if you do oil, you know, it's not that the head gasket is blown. They just get moisture like in a dipstick tube sometimes, and it makes it look almost the same. So with that situation, what you need to do if you're buying the FJ Cruiser is like pull the dipstick out like 4 or 5 times, wipe it down, you know, put it back in, wipe it down, put it back in, wipe it down, and eventually you'll be able to get it, you know, a clean reading where there won't be any, you know, moisture on it, and you could see that the oil doesn't have water in it. So that doesn't apply to all cars, because some do that. I know I had an old Ford like that too. I can't remember what it was. I think it was either my Fairmont or one of my Escorts I had used to do the same exact thing. Yeah, when you buy a used car, really watch out for yourself, because a dealer's not going to watch out for you. You know, when I bought my Mini Cooper, they said, oh, we did this 52 or whatever 100-point inspection or some stupid shit like that, and supposedly they checked everything. Well, when I bought it, I ended up having to change the brakes right away. My exhaust was crap on the Mini Cooper when I got it. What else? They said they changed the oil, and I highly doubt that. So I changed that I changed that right away myself. Put, you know, Mobil one in there. You know, they say they do these inspections and stuff, and they don't do it. They're so full of crap. Oh yeah, and another thing is the bushings in the front end were totally shot. You could kick the front tire and the wheel would move like 3 inches one way or the other. So it's like, are you serious? So they did inspection. So if they did inspection, they're like, oh yeah, that's bad. Well, that's okay. At least we checked it. You know, kind of shitty. You know, you spend a lot of money on a car or whatever, and they don't care. They just sell it. They just want to get rid of it. I'm not saying all dealerships are like that, but so far every one I've ever been to has been. Especially with used cars. You know, you get cars that were wrecked, and a lot of times they won't even be reported that it was wrecked. So you could be buying a car that was totaled out, and because they never, they didn't let the insurance company total it, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes people won't even turn it into the insurance company, and they'll get it fixed and sell it. So you'll end up buying a car that's fucking either full of Bondo, or, you know, the front end is all damaged, but it's covered up by new sheet metal, and you can't tell because it's covered. Yeah, thank God I got cars next to me today, because otherwise that light doesn't change for me. I always end up having to go through it. Hey, wasn't that bike behind me before? Nice Mustang. I wonder if that's a V8 one or a 4-cylinder one. Do they put dual exhaust on the 4-cylinder ones? I have no idea. But I guess the 4-cylinder ones are eco turbo, and people say they're fast. I don't know. I don't know what they mean by fast, or a horsepower rating or anything like that, but I guess I'd be, you know, I'd probably drive one. I don't know, I would never buy one, but I would probably try it and see what it's like. yeah, man, it looks like things are getting back to normal over here again. Yeah, I'm gonna head back home. This helmet is starting to hurt like hell. So I'm gonna have to quit my ride with you guys, and if I'm gonna go ride anymore, I'm gonna ride it without the helmet. I should put my bar mount on my my camera mount on my bars, whatever, so that way I can still talk and whatever. But right now this helmet's getting a little too painful, so as long as I get through this road up here to get home, I'll be ending this pretty soon. Damn, wind is crazy. Nice old Cadillac. That'd be nice to have. Yeah, I honestly think I'm going to try ordering another carburetor for this thing again. Try one more carburetor on it. Because this thing, like, it stalls out every once in a while, like I said, when I come to stops. And I don't know if it's because when you stop hard, because I have a tendency to stop hard, because I actually have a depth perception problem where I always like to get up to things like right, like a stop sign, like right when I get to it, I like slam on the brakes and stop. And I think because I do that, I'm thinking that's why it stalls out on me all the time. So, so it's probably my own fault. But you know, this thing, it runs really good though, the way how it is right now. I'm running the 95, you know, I got the 94 jet in it just because I have the big bore kit. And I think 94 might be the ideal jet for it. And it looks like the bridge is open today, so I might be in good shape. I might be able to get home fast today. Yay! Cold spot in the air right now. So one thing you notice when you ride a scooter is you'll hit hot spots where it's hot, and then you'll, oh no, I think the road is still blocked off. Uh-oh. Well, you know what? It looks like you can go through it though. It looks like it's not super deep. So you know what? Hell with it. We're gonna go drive through some water, I guess. Why not? Oh yeah, this is nothing. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Yeah, yesterday that was way over the river. I mean, it was, people were saying it was like knee high. And at the high point, maybe, I think somebody told me it was almost up to your waist, but I don't know if I believe that, but maybe, I don't know. But this is where the video was yesterday that I took. That's where I turned around at, and that road was, you weren't supposed to go through it at all yesterday. But I think before I go home, I'll check out that other road, the one that I normally take to work. I'm going to see if that's open. Because it was both W that was closed by me and Highway 50. So I think I'll check out those two roads and see if they're open. I won't be able to go down 50 though, because that's a you know, that's a highway where the speed limit's 55 and people are doing like 60, 70 miles an hour on that road. So I'll just take a look. I'll be able to see it from the end of the road, the end of W. I'll be able to just look at it and see if it's blocked. Wow, put a new road in there. Holy shit, I don't know when the hell they did that. Almost 50 miles an hour. This is cheating though. This one's downhill. But if it's nice outside and it's not windy at all, this thing will do 50 sometimes. Not all the time though. I don't know. They still got the barricade up over here. They don't want you to go down this road yet. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's open. I mean, the river did go down, it looks like, but I don't know if it went down enough. Let's go check it out. Huh. I see motorcycles, so they got to be coming from somewhere. Maybe it's open. Oh, they're telling me no. They're saying turn around. So, yeah, it's not open yet. Dang it. I'm still going to take a look, though. I want to see if I think it will be open by tomorrow or not. It's not looking good. You can see all the river over there, and that's normally not like that. That's normally you can't see the river from here. You might be able to see some of it, but not like this. Yeah, I can still see the water going across the road up ahead. I don't think you guys could see it on camera though. From the video I made yesterday, I couldn't really see it. But there's water up there still, so yeah, it's probably blocked. This farmer blocked it so I can't see. So, yeah. Oh well. But it looks like he's gonna go around maybe. Let's see. Oh no, he's not. Oh yeah, he did. Look at that shit. He blocked it so other people can't do it. Oh wait, no he didn't. Okay. I was gonna say, if he blocked it so other people can't go around, he went around, that's kind of bullshit. But if the guy didn't have his tractor in the way, I would have drove in the grass and went and looked at it, but whatever. Well guys, we're coming to the end of our video here. Thank you guys for watching, definitely. If you guys you know, like the video, whatever, subscribe, whatever. If you want to get notifications, hit the bell on the side, that way you get notifications. I don't know why YouTube changed it like that. I like the older system better, but whatever. Everybody's got to change shit to make things a little more complicated, I guess. But yeah, if you like the video, subscribe. I made a video with my motorcycle, but when I was editing it, I screwed it all up, and and then I ended up accidentally deleting it. And I didn't save it to my camera. So, you know, I downloaded it off my camera, and then I saved it on my computer, and then when I did that, I edited it, and then for some reason, when YouTube editor edits, it saves on your computer the file you had, you know, changes the file you had, and it got all messed up and stuff, and then I deleted it. And so, yeah, I lost that video. But there's my Mini Cooper, guys. It's my little Mini. I don't like having it out, you know, all the time, but I need something to drive right now, so it's out. It's all stock. I like the stock wheels. I just like the way how it looks stock, so I'm just going to leave it that way. You know, I tinted the windows, and now I'm kind of regretting it, because when you're driving and it's dark outside, you can't see shit. So I'm thinking I might even get that pulled off eventually. But alright, guys, thanks for spending your day with me, and I hope you guys join me on the next one. I will talk to you later. Bye.